Hey everyone, I'm LC Gamer, and welcome back to Subject13. We're here at the temple, and, well, there's a strange-looking monkey thing here, which is the See No Evil, Hear No Evil, and Speak No Evil statues. Come on now, get a move on. Let's see, 1, 2... I see a lot of points of interest. What's this?
October 26th, 2010. It worked. That damn cat has become the first living being to ever travel to a parallel reality. A small leap for him, a giant weight off my back.
Huh. Okay. I guess we'll learn more about this cat here in a little while. There are several symbols around the area. Some with ears, eyes, and a mouth. And that will be for, what we're going to do here in a minute. Oh, another one of these. Okay. Let's make this simple. There we go. Get those over there. Okay. There we go, that's one. Okay. Here we go. That's two. Well, that tells me exactly where I need to move this one now. Alright. Stop jumping around like that on me. There we go. The last one. And I get a crystal ball.
November 14th, 2006. Sophie has consented to marry me. I am the happiest man alive. I met her earlier this evening to propose to her. Sophie is always very punctual and she was already waiting for me. But I was already 20 minutes late and desperately trying to find a taxi. I arrived just as a sleazy individual was approaching her. He walked off when he saw me, but I have a strange feeling that something terrible might have happened had things turned out differently. It's only when you're in danger of losing a loved one that you really become aware of your feelings.
Okay. Well then, that's interesting. Okay, that just lets me investigate that, doesn't it? Or is there something else here? No, that just lets me take a look at that. Gotcha. Alright, I'm gonna leave that alone for now. I'll have to come back to it here in a second. orb in whatever that is. And I get a slider game. Come on. Why don't you want to move? Really? You're gonna do this to me? Alright. Now that I got it going again. There. I hate puzzles like that. Especially when they are very obstinate and don't want to work with you.
October 27th, 2010. An emotion-filled day today. Sophie and I tested the machine for the very first time. As a guinea pig, I selected the superhero figurine that has been sitting in the lab for a while. But our engineer, Mike, practically threatened to quit if we laid a finger on his toy. Just as well. The vase we sent instead was broken to smithereens. As an aside, we found a small black cat in the lab when we arrived this morning. Nobody knows how it got here, but Sophie adopted it instantly. We have called it Schrodinger, obviously.
Okay. A vase, huh? Maybe the cat was in the vase. Alright. What can I do with these? Let's take this and take a look. Oh. Okay. So, we have each of these is a number. Wait, what are you doing there? Okay. Let's inspect this. Alright. From here, the rest of this puzzle's gonna be all math. Yay, math. Oh, yay, math, but still. Alright, I'm gonna be taking notes on all of this, so I'm gonna write all these down and move on to the next one. Over here, we have 5, 10, 15. That's 4 times 20. That's 80. Plus 15, 95. And if I come across any other mouth symbols, I'll add that up to that. Same with the eyes. Go with eyes. Ears with ears. Okay, that one's 23. This one is 6, 120. 10, that's 30. Plus 2 is 132. Over here we have 64. Yay. Lots and lots of problems going on here. It all involves math. Okay. I'm gonna take this out. Zap this mouth over here with it. And that's 27. on now, work with me. 20. That's 30. That's 32. That is 15. Okay, so 15. I've only seen 2 ears, which makes that easy. Alright, that's 6. That's 121. This last one. Another recording device. Grab that.
January 19th, 2013. I have come back to study the machine in the complex. Their research is much more advanced than ours. I have to confess that I'm clueless to what it's all about, but the energy residue feeding the machine has fantastic properties. Still with no news of Sophie, I set off in search of the source. On the way, I shook off an angry bear by taking refuge in the strange stone relic. I had to cut the rope bridge behind me. I must find some other way back to the complex. When I arrived, the temple doors opened and I heard that kind of dying voice again. Obviously, there's no one inside. However, I did discover that what is in the temple was constructed by a completely different civilization to our own, maybe even by extraterrestrials. I managed to make the mechanism in the monolith work, and that activated something that looks like a kind of three-dimensional holographic interface. I'm going to need time to understand how it works. It's a pity Sophie isn't here. She would have loved it.
Yeah, I'm sure she would. Whoa, wait, what? Why did that... Okay. Maybe because I was scrolling around and it decided to throw me around. And that is... 21? Yeah, 21. Alright, now that I have all the numbers, I'm going to, add everything up according to what I have. That will be 3 numbers for the mouth, 2 numbers for the ear, and... four numbers for the eye. Okay. So... Okay. If my math is correct, it will be... Let's go with the one that only has 2 first. Let's take a look at the gear, crank, whatever it is that I picked up out of that thing. Alright, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what we have here are even numbers showing, and the odd ones are in between. If I'm not mistaken, my answer for the ear is 1 and 18. So, let's put you on 1. Okay, don't be so finicky with me. Alright, back out. take, and if this works, I got it right. Alright. Okay. I don't understand why that wasn't wanting to work for me, but... Alright. The mouth. Everything is working properly. I need the inner ring to be on 7. No, you're the outer ring, so I need you on 3. Come on. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now let's see if this is right. Cool. And rotate it. Now for the eyes. Inspect. Alright, I need 9 on the outer ring. 2, 3. This thing is so hard to finagle. Okay, that one should be 9. Inner ring 17. And that is supposed to be 18 right there, so that's 17. Take it out. Stuff it into the gear socket. And voila! Monkey puzzle solved.
You managed to come back.
Yes, but I don't know for how long. We must be quick.
Tell me what you want.
Listen, with your other you, the you in my reality, we have made it possible to travel to different dimensions. But there was a problem. Franklin, the other one, he got stuck in this reality.
Uh-huh.
Why weren't you with him?
Because his journey wasn't planned. It was an accident. In the time it took me to find the right reality and to perfect his holographic technology, he had already disappeared. I scoured the island and found proof that he had survived here for a while. And I also found that before he disappeared, he had been in contact with the man who guides you.
Do you think he's responsible for his disappearance?
I don't have any formal proof, but he's the only one on the island, isn't he? And he scares me.
Oh, me too.
Me too. Believe me.
There's something else. Everybody he brings to this reality and to whom he submits the same tests as you, the other subjects, they're...
What?
It was always you. Well, other you, at least. Different realities. And all of them have disappeared, like the Franklin I know.
Great.
Listen, I'll soon run out of energy. I understand if you feel like running away after what I told you. But if you decide to continue, and to meet the man, can you...
Find out what happened to the other Franklin? Yes, of course. If I'm gonna risk my life, I might as well do it trying to understand what the hell is going on rather than floating around on a plank of wood somewhere at sea.
Thanks, Franklin.
Yo.
Catch you later, Sophie. Wish me luck.
Really, music? Really? I don't mind you being there, it's just... you're way too loud. You drown everything out. Alright. Take this.
November 12th, 2010. He is calling me. He loves me, and he has so much to give. All this wisdom, and such peace. Who can resist?
Oh dear. Well then, let's take a look at this. It's a, cube. Okay, there's a button here. And a button here. Ooh. Okay, so I'm raising layers. Let's do this one next. And now this one. An indentation. Let's take out the orb. One orb going in. Hey, hey! Oh. Oh dear. Minesweeper. I've never beaten Minesweeper. Especially one this big. Well... I'm going to cut it here, and when I come back, I'll have this mostly worked out. So, I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, I think I have everything taken care of. I'll circle around it at least once to show it off. But if this last one I'm about to put in doesn't clear the game, then I'm gonna have to go back over these green ones, figure out which one is actually a mine, and which one isn't. Perfect. very careful here. Because just hitting the wrong one's gonna make me have to go back and fill all these in again. I think it's you. Great, I'm gonna have to go over each one by one. Got it. Awesome. Finally.
There you are at last, Franklin. Come over here.
So, no more Subject 13? Names have meaning after all.
Only in order to lose their meaning later. I promised you answers, I believe. You deserve them. Ask me what you will.
What were all those tests you made me take?
I have never hidden it from you, Franklin. The tests I made you take were intended to exploit the magnificent intellect of yours to the fullest. To push it far and maintain it at its optimum level, if you will.
Okay.
Tell me, once and for all, who are you? Who are you really?
There are many answers to this question. But if it's a name you want, then the name Asizan is as suitable as any.
Asizen? The island inhabitant's god?
Of the late inhabitants of this island.
I know that I am not the first Franklin that you have brought here.
Okay.
What do you want from us?
I need powerful and active spirits to survive, Franklin. Before their disappearance,
Right.
the Hanapus offered me the most intelligent members of their tribe. Bright, superior minds like your own.
Is that why you make us come here? To devour us?
To fuse with you. Alone, we are mortal, but together, you and I and all your kin can reach to infinity and plenitude.
My kin. Right.
How did it all begin?
When I met you, or rather another you, a passionate young man who had renounced the love in which you'd invested so much to set out and fulfill his dreams. While traveling the world, he washed ashore on this island and returned years later to study it.
What was he looking for?
The same as you, if you hadn't abandoned your research. The ability to travel between two realities. I myself possessed this faculty, thanks to an energy he tried to harness. It was then that we fused.
Okay.
Plenitude?
Yes, Franklin. By fusing with us, sadness, anguish, grief, and all these trivial feelings dissipate. All that remains is serenity and enlightenment.
They don't trust you.
What do we have that's so special to you?
Fusing with the first of you was a revelation, Franklin. I never thought I'd enter into symbiosis with a human spirit so powerful.
He's some sort of parasite.
Our evolution has become exponential. We had to fuse with all the Hunapus to survive.
How do you bring us to this reality?
For a time, I was incapable. I could move from one reality to another, but barely more than that. That's why, when the island became depopulated, we should have died. Both myself and the first of your kin with whom I had fused.
Why didn't that happen?
A formidable stroke of
question.
luck. Or a quantum anomaly, as you and your kin would call it. Another you managed to travel between realities and found himself here.
The Franklin that Sophie is looking for.
After fusing with him, we had the strength to bring you here when you were dying, and our evolution could begin again. I am convinced that having fused with you, bringing the others here will be within our reach. The moment has finally come for you to earn your reward by joining us.
Join? I want guarantees.
How do I know I can trust you? And that I'm not just another meal to you?
I can offer no guarantee but my word, Franklin. Do think it over. What do you have to lose?
A lot.
I shall remind you, you have just tried to kill yourself. So come close to me, Franklin, and your suffering shall finally come to an end.
Franklin, no!
Okay, that was bright. What just happened? Sophie? Okay. So where am I now?
Alert! Subject13 has escaped!
Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to leave it here for now. Although I do have some complaints about the game. 1. There was some audio glitches here and there that weren't my fault. It was actually the game itself. Another complaint I had was the hideous-looking bear that they decided to throw in the game. Aside from that, great puzzles, semi-great story for this, and overall, rather short game. But can't give it too much bad marks because, well, it was fairly well done, aside from the few complaints. Other than that, like I said earlier, I'll leave it here, and I will see you guys in the next game I play. So until then, see you guys.